Hey y'all, Grandma Rose here. I'm here to give you a public service announcement. Be careful of red wasps. Even if you don't see one, still be careful of red wasps. Yeah, I actually saw it. Yeah, the gate that I made actually was made out of a pallet. The pallet was, I guess, I don't know what the wood was, but the wasps love it. You know, the red wasps are paper wasps. And they will take wood fiber of whatever kind and chew on it to make their nest. That's what they do. So along the top of the gate that I made out of the pallet, the red wasps love that area. And I have to be really careful when I open and close that gate. And I didn't have a problem opening and closing the gate. I did step in some fire ants, and I had a fire ant bite me on the foot, and that hurt. But you know, I took off my shoe and I brushed off the fire ant, and the sting went away after just a few seconds. But it wasn't until I was coming back inside the house. I had just taken the garbage out, or I was just putting something in the garbage can to take out this afternoon. And I got all the way to my door, had opened up the door, opened up the screen door, ready to come in, and bang, I got popped right behind my shoulder blade. Thing is, it's a good thing that there was nobody in the house, because I came out of that shirt just as fast as I could, thinking that the wasp might have actually been down inside my shirt. But apparently not. It apparently stung me through the fabric on my shirt, right behind my right shoulder blade. Not below my shoulder blade, but right behind my shoulder, on top of my shoulder blade. And you know, it's been a good half hour and the thing still hurts. However, I wanted to show you a couple of things that I have and what has eased the pain a little bit. I had stuff inside in my medicine cabinet, so let me show you what I got. This is the public service announcement. Now, when my children were young, my son, my oldest child, was born in the late 1960s. But when he was going to camp, and again when my daughter went to camp, this is something that the camp nurse always kept in her first aid kit. This is what the nurse had, not necessarily the Kroger brand, but unseasoned meat tenderizer was in her first aid kit. And do you know why? What is in meat tenderizer? Let me see what it says on here. Ingredients are salt, sugar, modified cornstarch, maltodextrin, and enzymes. It's the enzymes that are the important thing. I'm pretty sure the enzymes that they use come from papaya. I'm not positive about that. But what the enzymes do is they break down protein. And that's what wasp venom is. It's protein. So if you put meat tenderizer on a wasp sting, on a bee sting, any kind of sting, the enzymes that are in your meat tenderizer will work to break down the protein in the venom, whatever kind of venom it is. So I knew what this was, because I keep this in my first aid kit always. Ever since my children were at camp back in the 70s and early 80s, when my children were going to camp, I have been keeping meat tenderizer in my first aid cabinet. So what I did is I took some of the meat tenderizer, opened it up, and then put just a couple of drops of water to make a paste. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. I just happened to have this in my draining rack on my sink. I grabbed the first thing that I could find that would hold some water. This was it. Sprinkle the meat tenderizer in that, a drop of water, crunched it around because it's a little crunchy. I used the back of a spoon to crunch it up, and then stirred it around to make a paste, and immediately put some of that liquid, that pasty stuff, on that sting. And I would say within 2 or 3 minutes, it didn't stop hurting, but it didn't hurt as much. It's been a good half hour, maybe even more, and the thing is still throbbing. Have you ever been stung by one of those big red wasps? Oh, those things are just vicious. They're just mean. But anyway, so that's what I used. And let me show you another thing that I keep in my medicine cabinet. And you probably have seen this in the drugstore. Okay, Afterbite. And if you take the top off of it, the top unscrews, and it's got a little gel pad, something fibrous in there. And the liquid, you can see a bubble on the top of it at that point. Smell it? Whew! It's ammonia. That's all this is ammonia. If you have ammonia in your cleaning supplies, that's all this is. It's just ammonia. What else do we have? If we don't have ammonia in our cleaning supplies, I don't think I have any ammonia. You can get it at the grocery. What has ammonia in it? Fertilizer. Ammonium nitrate fertilizer, I bet, would work. I have never tried that. I can't say that would work. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to treat any injuries. All I'm telling you is what I have learned. I cannot tell you for a fact that ammonium nitrate fertilizer would work, but it has ammonia in it, so it might work. I don't know. But yeah, that's all this is ammonia. There we go. Whoops! Dropped it. I'll pick that up in a second. I probably should pick it up very soon because the dog was on the floor and I don't want him to be eating ammonia. It probably wouldn't be very good for him. But he's asleep, so maybe not. You know what I mean? Anyway, public service announcement number 1 from me. Meat tenderizer for wasp stings. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Did you see that? Was that a little, what was that? Is that a little lizard? That was fun. I don't know why I'm smiling. I don't feel like smiling. I was on the way to the drugstore. I had just finished editing the video. This video, I had just finished editing it and was on the way to the drugstore to get some more Benadryl because I was out of Benadryl. My hand was itching so, not my hand, well, you'll see in a minute why I said hand. My back was itching so badly that I had to have Benadryl at night in order to go to sleep. Well, guess what happened on my way to the drugstore? Walking down my sidewalk on the way to the car to go to the drugstore to buy more Benadryl, I got stung by another wasp. Yeah, this time on my hand. I was outside this time, so the first thing I did is looked in my driveway because I've got a lot of plantain growing in my driveway. I found a leaf that wasn't too dirty, and I dusted it off and chewed it up and put a bunch of this green goo on my hand. Helped a little. I won't say that it really helped a whole lot, but maybe it would have hurt a whole lot more if I hadn't done that. I don't know. I can't say that. But I headed to the store. It took me at the most 10 minutes to get there. By the time I got there, my hand was swollen up almost twice its size, hurting all the way up almost to my elbow, and my fingers were tingling. So I am really, really badly, but well, not to the point of anaphylactic shock, not that bad, but I am really, really allergic to wasp stings, and that is why. So, that is why. I don't know why, but anyway, that's why I'm doing this. Let me show you. Bring this up next to my face. Can you see my hand? Can you see how red and swollen it is? Well, I mean, you see my old lady, but right there, next to my index finger, there's a spot. Let's see if you can see it right there. But do you see that purple spot? Right there. Right there. But yeah, that's the wasp sting. And my hand is red. You see how red it is? Puffy, swollen. Compare that. I mean, I'm an old lady, and I should have wrinkles on my hands, right? That's almost as smooth as a baby's behind, with the age spots. Here's my other hand. Normal. You see tendons on the back of that hand? That's my left hand. Do you see tendons on the back of that hand? No, because that's how swollen my hand is. So here I go again. I've got more Benadryl now. I stopped and I got some hydrocortisone cream. No, I did not get hydrocortisone cream. The drugstore did not have it. I went to Dollar General. Dollar General here, and maybe other places too, is actually a Rexall drugstore. And they did have Benadryl cream, which is an extra strength Benadryl cream, 2%, whatever the ingredient is in Benadryl. And they had their store brand, of course for less, with exactly the same thing. So here I go again. This time my back is not itching anymore. It's not hurting like it was the other day when I recorded this. But now here I go with my hand. I've been stung 3 times in the last 3 weeks, twice in the same week. And this is getting old. It hurts. Those dead gum. I want to say something more than dead gum. Red wasps hurt so badly. I wasn't doing anything. I walked down the walk, paused just for a second at the end of the walk, and before I could even get to the car door to open the car door, this wasp had stung me on the back of my hand. I did not antagonize the thing in any way. Why it stung me, I have no idea. But I've got to do something about those wasps in that pole where they are. So here we go. See y'all. See you next time.